Let's jump right into this. In this explainer, we are going to unpack one of the most baffling, genuinely chilling missing person cases ever recorded. We're looking at a mystery so strange, so entirely inexplicable, that honestly, it still keeps experts up at night and sparks massive debate even years later. To really wrap our heads around the gravity of this, I want you to put yourself in this scenario. Imagine leaving your house on a totally normal morning. Nothing is out of the ordinary. The streets are calm, the weather's nice, you grab your keys, and you head out the door for the day. You say goodbye to your family, you've got a solid job, great friends, and people who genuinely care about you. There is literally zero known reason for you to ever want to just walk away from it all. And then, bam, without a single warning sign, you vanish. Nobody around you even realizes they are witnessing the last confirmed moments of your known life. You don't show up to your destination, and you never come home. Okay, so let's look at this anomaly, because we are talking about absolute zero here. Zero phone calls made, zero bank activity recorded, zero witnesses seeing anything sketchy, and to this very day, zero body found. Searchers chased down thousands of leads over the years. Experts scrutinized every possible clue, and yet nothing. Section 1. The last normal day. The timeline of an ordinary morning. So, our missing person, who we'll just call Michael for now, followed his completely standard schedule. He leaves home, heads on his commute toward work. And here's the crazy part. Security cameras actually caught him walking through a parking lot, and people remembered seeing him. Everything appeared 100% business as usual, but he was basically walking straight into a void, because right after that camera footage, poof, gone. Section 2. The search begins. From mild delay to community panic. Now, naturally, at first, nobody really panicked. You know how it is. You just assume, oh, his phone battery died, or he's stuck in horrible traffic. But as the hours drag on into a full day, calls ring out, texts are ignored, family and coworkers start getting that knot in their stomach, frantically cross-checking his whereabouts. By the very next day, authorities step in. It's an official missing person investigation, and you've got this massive, community-wide search kicking off. Section 3. Baffling clues left behind. The turning point of the investigation. Eventually, they do find Michael's car. But honestly, its condition only made things weirder. There were absolutely no signs of a struggle. No broken windows, no evidence of violence whatsoever, and nothing appeared stolen. It literally looked as though the car had simply been parked and he just walked away. But here is the real kicker. Inside this pristine car, investigators found his most essential personal belongings. We're talking his wallet, important documents, his everyday gear. Look, nobody, and I mean nobody, willingly leaves that stuff behind, especially if they're planning some elaborate new life. And that paradox right there is the entire core of our mystery. It forces investigators to ask this exact question. If Michael chose to disappear on his own terms, why on earth would he abandon his literal lifelines? They still had no clear suspect, and finding this car ended up being way more confusing than it was helpful. Section 4. The investigation hits a wall. Sightings and dead ends. So, months bleed into years, right? And you get the usual flood of sightings from all over the country. People swearing they just saw Michael. Investigators tracked down every single lead, every tip, but every single one hit a dead end. Was he actually out there, or were people just spotting a look-alike? Nobody knew. And even as forensic tech got crazy advanced, we're talking massive leaps in DNA testing and new methods, the mystery just stayed frozen solid, impenetrable. Which brings us to this stark, deeply frustrating contrast. In almost every missing persons case, you eventually get something. You expect a suspect, a motive, maybe somebody makes a careless mistake, or you finally get a confession. But Michael's case? Absolutely zilch. None of it. It's like the die just glitched out of reality itself. Section 5. What really happened? Analyzing the 3 major theories. Let's break down the options, even though every angle just hits a brick wall. Theory 1, voluntary disappearance. Sure, maybe he wanted a fresh start, but the missing proof is glaring. No hidden bank accounts, no drained funds, zero prep. Theory 2, criminal activity. But there are no witnesses, no ransom demands, no suspect. And Theory 3, some sort of freak, unknown accident in a remote spot. But again, no physical scene or evidence ever found. Every single theory completely falls apart the second you look for actual proof.
And that is exactly what makes this case so uniquely fascinating. Every single explanation feels totally possible, yet entirely incomplete. The sheer vacuum of information just invites endless speculation, but gives us absolutely zero resolution. No confirmed answers, just a mountain of questions.
So, putting all the pieces together, the totally normal timeline, the bizarrely abandoned car with his wallet sitting right there, and the absolute lack of any forensic evidence, what's your take? What do you think actually happened here? Was it the perfect planned escape, a flawless crime, or something else entirely? Jump into the comments and let us know your theories. Maybe someday new information will pop up, or a forgotten clue will connect the dots. But until then, it stands as one of the most chilling disappearances we've ever seen. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning the unexplained.